What's going
Hello,
on?
chocolate lovers.
How's it going, guys?
Welcome to Combat Corner once again.
Welcome back.
We've got a bit of a news episode today. Oh, oopsie.
Breaking
my
news.
My name's Jackson.
My name's Kobe.
We almost forgot that. You're gonna what?
There we go.
What are you gonna do?
I just There we go. I think we're better now. Yeah, guys. News episode today. This is
hard.
Terrible start to the episode.
Thanks to yours truly, Mr.
Kobe
Braddock.
and Mr. Jackson.
No,
We're a
I'm all
team
good.
in this.
I'm all
We're a
good.
team. Anyway, guys. So basically, lot of news today. We're coming off the.
Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Check.
It is.
Check
I'll
one.
check. It's
213.
There you go.
819.
So we're all good to go. It's a big. Should we start this again?
No.
Fuck yeah, no. Big news episode today. We obviously reacted to UFC 300 in the previous episode. Big card that was. It was a good one. And today we're going to be talking about some real big UFC related news that has been dropping recently.
Really big.
Dropping. It's been Dana White has been like a rabbit.
Some
shitting.
girthy
dropping
news.
these fucking drops everywhere, you know?
Pellets.
So yeah, without further ado,
That's what
I think we
rabbits do.
should,
They shit out little pellets.
little pellets.
Yeah.
Like a BB gun.
Little pellets.
Imagine if we shat like that.
I do.
That'd be mad. Do you?
Yeah.
We get that checked out.
Nah, that's handy.
Okay. All right. Let's get into the show. We've got a drink to review. Fanta. We'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
Ooh.
Peach Fanta is what
Nice.
Kobe didn't mention just before we slipped away and let our intro play. Peach flavored soda with other natural flavors.
It's crazy how they make that taste so much like peach.
No caffeine.
A lot of sugar.
100% natural flavors.
No protein.
Take that. Take that, everyone who uses unnatural flavors. Not our friends over at Fanta,
No.
who are sponsoring this episode.
Cheers, Fanta. Fanta, a brand made by Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola company. And some people who have autism, I believe, when they drink Fanta, it makes them go a bit nuts, a bit nutty,
Woo!
a little bit wild. I could be wrong there. I often am. So, yeah, that could be libelous. But,
Libelous?
yeah, we haven't updated the list a wee bit in quite a while.
Oh, well.
We'll do it after this show.
Yeah, we will.
We definitely will. So basically, guys, there's been a lot of news dropping. There's been a lot of droppings from that rabbit, Dana Dusty White, over the past little while. And we don't have a UFC fight card to break down today because there isn't one this weekend. We have a break this weekend, which is probably pretty good, to be honest. You know, we had a big card last weekend. We need a break. That
Yeah.
card last weekend was intense.
I'm going to spend this whole Sunday just recovering from last week.
Honestly.
I've been so busy since then. I haven't had a time to just reflect and just let, get some juices flowing.
Rewatch the card, have a tug while you do it. I've done that. Works well.
You were way too quick to come out with that. Yeah, well, what news do we have?
We'll start off with the. Should we go from the smallest news to the biggest news, or the biggest news to the smallest?
Let's
news?
go smallest to the biggest.
Smallest to biggest. So
yeah, let's just drag them along for a bit of a ride.
let's drag them through the shit before we get to the slightly less bad shit.
Before we get to the meat.
Before we get to the human shit.
Before we get to the peanuts and the shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna take you through all the animal shit with just grass, and then we're gonna get you to the full on human shit.
With peanuts in it.
Peanuts, corn, homeless person shit too. So it's mainly just like beer and heroin in the shit.
Fent.
But there's also still corn in there and
Corn.
peanuts somehow. So let's start at the bottom. What do you think is the least exciting bit of news that's been announced so far, or at that press conference at least?
I mean, in the scheme of big names, I'd say it's probably Costa Strickland. Would you agree?
Yeah, we'll go with that first. Yeah, I think it's pretty close between that and the main event of that card.
Mhm.
But because the other one's a main event, probably carries more weight. And the guy in that fight, who we won't announce yet, we'll leave you hanging, is pound for pound number 1. So that's pretty big.
Yeah.
But you're right. Sean Strickland versus Paulo Costa, or Paulo Craig, as we like to call him.
Could we call him that?
No, you called Paul Craig Paulo Craig. If Paul Costa, if he gets a submission in this fight, I reckon we should start calling him Paulo Costa.
Paulo Craig.
Paulo Craig, the wizard. Especially if it's a guard-related submission.
Wow, that's getting specific now.
It is.
Look, this
big
fight
5-round co-main.
I'm not 100% happy with it.
Why? Tell me.
Because I wanted to see Rob fight Strickland. Because I think that fight
would have been a good
lot of
fight.
fun. And Rob expressed interest in that fight as well. But Rob's fighting Chimaev. So I think we'll likely see the loser of each of these fights fight each other. So we could either see Strickland, Rob. We could see
Strickland Chimaev.
We could see
Costa
Chimaev.
We've all been waiting for that for a long time. It's almost as if they should have done Chimaev versus Costa as a main event of that the Saudi card, and then they should have done Strickland versus Whittaker for the main the number 1 contender in that division.
Yeah,
but
that would have made more sense because Whittaker's coming off a win. Strickland's coming off a very close
loss
loss to the champ. And the champ is unbooked at the moment.
And he was the champ literally beforehand.
Yeah. And now he's not even fighting in a number 1 contender spot.
No, and he's not even the main event.
It's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
It's a bit of a slap in the teeth.
Slapping the cock. For sure.
Slapping the cock, slapping the painful parts.
It is.
For Sean Strickland.
This is what I think they're trying to do. If Whittaker wins, I really highly doubt they're going to give him the title shot. In complete honesty, yes, they say it's a number 1 contenders fight. Whoever wins gets the title shot. But in reality...
But so was Arman versus Charles on the weekend.
Exactly. They want Chimaev to win, and Chimaev will fight the winner of Izzy versus Duplessis if he wins. But if Rob wins, there's no real fire going into a fight against Izzy or Duplessis.
No.
You know? He's lost to both those guys convincingly, Izzy twice, even though the second one was close. But then, say Rob does win, and then Strickland, who's fighting Costa, comes through, does in Costa. He then gets the winner of Strickland Izzy. That's of Dricus Izzy, and that's a much more compelling, sellable fight. So this is like the backup if Chimaev doesn't win. I think
Yeah, look, I think this fight it's definitely a tricky fight for Sean.
It is. Yeah,
because we've seen it in the past when he comes up against these big power strikers, he struggles. He lost to Cannonier.
He did.
Very narrowly. Then he lost to Dricus, also very narrowly.
Yep.
Has he changed enough in his game plan, maybe in his approach to these 5-round fights, where he might need to point fight a little bit? Because, let's be honest, he doesn't possess the power, at middleweight at least, to knock these guys out, or we haven't seen it yet.
No, we haven't.
So,
but then saying that, does Costa really contain the power? Think who's he knocked out?
True.
I can't name one person who he knocked out. He couldn't finish Luke Rockhold.
Yeah,
who got finished by Michael Bisping. Like, you know, he couldn't finish Romero. He couldn't finish Rockhold. He obviously did nothing to Izzy. Who else has he fought?
He got bummed by Izzy. He just recently fought Rob Whittaker and he nearly slept him.
But Whittaker survived, you know, and that was a fucking crazy kick. If that kick should have knocked him out, you know. I just don't see Costa having that much power, and I really think that the better striker is Sean Strickland in this fight, and he's probably the better grappler as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, look, I mean, I'm pretty confident that Sean's going to get this done. I think he's going to outpoint him. He's a tough fighter.
Saying that his chin is questionable. If he like, I mean, sure, he had those 5-round fights with Izzy and Dricus, and he managed to take a few shots in those. But even in the Dricus fight, he never really got hit super clean by any of those big overhands that Dricus throws.
And he was finished by Usman.
Yeah, and Alex Pereira. But saying that, Alex Pereira has then gone on to show that his power is like
Alex
nothing
Pereira,
else.
yeah, that guy. he could finish an incompetent, I don't know, something. I don't even know where I was going with that.
No, neither. I was watching a Chael Sonnen video this morning, and he went through the whole 10-minute video calling him Ep44.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a while.
It really annoyed me.
I think I've thought of something. He could finish off a nun, a dead nun.
Did you say finish off?
Yeah, he could finish a dead nun. Alex Pereira could.
I don't get it.
Well, because like first of all, a nun would be hard to finish because she's a nun. She's not going to let you down there. But a dead nun, it's even harder. And Alex could do it. He's got the power.
That's dead chat, is what that is.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He could finish off a dead nun.
Great. So, I don't know where to even just go with that.
Well, yeah, look, maybe we should. I'm early prediction for that fight. The co-main of UFC 302. Fucking hell. Maybe I've got CTE.
Where is it again?
Don't know.
Oh.
No idea.
Okay.
Should we look it up?
Yeah, I think we should.
Tonight's sponsor is Kung Fu Panda. John Anik. Prick.
Right. Yeah, well, I think Strickland
New Jersey.
New Jersey?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Is there any other fights on this card as well? Well, it's already pretty packed up. Oh, it's not a bad fight night. It's actually pretty deep. It's nothing compared to UFC 300. Night. Oh, a night of fights. You know what I mean? Look at her forehead. Can you see her?
Gee whiz.
Crazy forehead.
That's at least an 8 head.
This is looking like a good night of fights.
It is really propped up by those top two fights.
Yeah, they could use one more big fight. But like Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Dolidze is also on this card. Mickey Gall versus someone. Philip Rowe is fighting Jake Matthews. Always fun when those two are fighting. Grant Dawson's back. So there's fights. Jeremiah Wells and Nico Price. Yeah, they could add a few more on the pay-per-view card.
Yeah, I think one more big fight will really kind of pull this out.
Maybe another prospect. Chuck a real exciting prospect on there. Put Nate Landwehr on this.
Diego Lopez,
perfect. So yeah, early prediction for myself. I think Sean Strickland's going to get it done by decision. You're more looking towards Costa.
No, I'm just saying that Strickland, he's my guy. You know that. I'm not going to vote against Strickland. He is my guy.
Have you seen my girl? My guy.
I think that Strickland could even get this done. I don't think we've ever seen Paulo Costa in a 4th or 5th round. Have we?
No, I don't believe so. No. Oh, against Vettori. Marvin Vettori.
How did he go?
He lost that fight. And he was like way overweight, and Vettori was like smaller than him. That's another fight as well.
Gas?
No, he didn't.
Paulo Costa didn't gas.
I don't think so. It was pretty thorough the whole way, but he hit Vettori, and Vettori does have like an orc chin, obviously, but he hit Vettori with the kitchen sink, head kick after head kick, right hand, left hand, uppercut, hooks. Vittori didn't flinch, you know?
And he's good for that.
He is, for sure. But
what's Vittori up to at the moment?
He's got a fight. He had a fight booked against Brendan Allen.
Yeah,
but he pulled out of that. So he could maybe.
That's right. He was talking shit.
He was. And when Paulo Costa pulls out of this one, Vittori could step in.
That's true.
Or Cannonier.
I would
Where
really
is
like.
Cannonier?
That's another good question. He beat Strickland, and then has he fought since then?
I don't think so. He doesn't have a fight booked.
This is
Can
just
someone check in on him?
This is just a little bit of UFC gossip at the moment, isn't it? We don't have. We're just kind of going with
We're having a look.
the flow of the conversation, which has
Maybe
been.
he should just retire. He's 40. He's a physical specimen, the killer gorilla, but he is 40. So, he's 92 kgs, just a couple over you. No, he's a lot lighter than you, actually. Jeez.
Yeah, guys, that's one thing I should bring up on the episode. I hit a milestone yesterday. No, sorry, 2 days ago. Now, I now weigh 100 kilos.
Well done.
Little goal of mine. Yep.
He now weighs 10 kgs more than Jared Cannonier.
Oh no, he fought Marvin Vittori.
Oh yeah, and he demolished Vittori. So realistically, this should actually be Strickland versus Cannonier too.
You
Think
reckon?
about it, I mean, yeah, why not? It was a very close first fight.
Just not
Strickland went
active
on
enough
to win the belt. Yeah, no, yeah.
That was at
sure,
the
but
start of last year.
June 2023 was his last fight.
Oh.
He needs a fight.
Oh, sorry,
man.
I thought they said
He
Jan.
needs a fight. So yeah, not sure what's going on with old Jared, but hopefully he's all right.
Let's book him.
Well, maybe
Bring it
he's
up.
got some personal stuff.
I don't care.
That's nice. I don't care, guy. Maybe we'll put it on the big.
Yeah,
big
that'd be
screen.
good. Thank you.
So we're looking at middleweight. Jared Cannonier. Look, Vittori's out. He already beat Vittori in his last fight. Brendan Allen now could look at jumping in there against Cannonier, get his ass whooped by him. Apart from that, Costa's booked, Imamov's booked, Delidzi's booked. He won't want to go down to Hermanson kind of levels.
I could see Brennan Allen versus
Yeah.
Cannonier.
That's probably the fight to make.
Yeah. I mean, he just fought Curtis, who was number 14th ranked.
Yeah.
It did not a hell of a lot for him.
No, and that was a close fight.
Yeah.
Some people said Curtis won.
I wouldn't know because I didn't watch it. But yeah, I think Cannonier. I think maybe even rebooking that Vittori match, but saying that, Vittori doesn't deserve it.
No, and it did happen pretty recently.
Yep. So Cannonier should fight Brennan Allen, or he could wait and fight one of the losers of these two matchups that we're talking about.
He should have fought Hamza. Like
he
for a
should've.
while, it should have been booked, and apparently he wanted to, but
Cannonier did.
apparently,
Shit.
so
Has he got the wrestling, do you think?
probably not. No, but
Money.
he'd do it. He's a killer gorilla.
So Strickland has ended up going from fighting the champ to now fighting the 7th ranked guy because he lost a split decision.
The UFC don't want him at the top of the sport. They're happy having him as like a side character, but they don't want him as a main character. If they did, they would have booked the rematch instantly.
It's like,
Or they would
should
have
I
given him
say
like
that?
I don't know. It's reverse racism.
It's like if you had he's that cousin that you get nervous about. Say if you had like a
You got to hang out with him.
ethnically different girlfriend and you brought her to like a family
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
he'd be that cousin that you'd be like, okay.
Ethnically different.
So yeah, I don't want to say anything.
Ethnically
I worded that well, didn't I?
Yeah,
I
that was,
did.
that was all right. I
Um,
think. I hope.
Ethnically different, yeah, like from a different ethnicity. You bring them along to the family brunch, and you're like, hey, whatever Sean says, don't worry about it. He's probably
Just
gonna
ignore
call
it.
you a beep. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, could do. But then
Yeah.
he's got a lot of black friends.
yeah. Who said I was talking about black people? I said
Yeah, maybe he doesn't
ethnically
like
different.
Chinese or something.
He obviously
play.
doesn't like Chinese because he
I reckon
didn't
we
like
should
Izzy.
move on
Really? Why?
because this is just going nowhere. Another bit of news that's kind of just popped up very recently. This same card, Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier, the fight we were all asking for.
No, we weren't.
The fight that it's the only logical fight now that you can make, really.
Why?
Sarukian doesn't want to turn around and fight on the 2nd of June after that war that he just went through. He needs time off.
Yeah, but that was a number one contenders fight, and then they turn around and they book someone else for the championship.
There
It's a-
was options there, and if the right outcome happened, I'm sure they would have went with one of those guys.
They would have gone
But
with Gaethje. That was it.
if Gaethje won quickly and didn't take too much damage, they would have gone with him for sure.
No,
For sure.
no, they wouldn't have.
Yes, they would.
No, because how can they book Gaethje when Dustin's coming off a win against the what was he at the time? 11th ranked guy.
He is. No,
You don't-
yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
don't lose to Gaethje, then fight someone who's ranked number 11, and then they're like, yeah,
It's because he's
you're
the only
next in
one
line.
ready. Islam obviously wants to fight in June. He wants to fight twice this year. So he needs to fight in June, and then he can fight in October. So basically, they're like, right, who the fuck are we going to give
Why
to
hasn't he
him?
fought already this year?
Because of fucking Ramadan. He should have fought before Ramadan, basically. But he didn't.
What's that guy's name?
Dragonang.
um,
Snack pack.
Snack pack, yeah. Halal snack pack.
But if you think about
Muhammad
what, like,
was willing to fight in
this,
Ramadan.
this card is a month and 2 weeks away at max. 6 weeks. That is not enough time for any one of those guys. Holloway, definitely not. Gaethje, definitely not. And then Arman or Charles, you can't do Charles. Arman, definitely not. He was too busted up. So they're like, right, we need to give someone to Islam. Poirier's the next best guy after those guys. He's relevant at the moment. It's always good for like Islam and new champs to beat these guys.
What I'm saying is they wouldn't have fought this fight if Justin Gaethje won, no matter what the circumstances. They wouldn't have made this fight. If Gaethje got out of that fight with Holloway and he'd had the biggest war of his life, they would have given him time because it just wouldn't logically make sense. The whole community would have blown up. They needed Gaethje to lose in order to book Dustin for the belt.
Yeah, but I mean, they needed a fight for Islam, and like they would have given him a fight. I think on this card, kind of no matter what, he was probably begging, pleading, please.
Then he should have fought Gaethje in the first place.
He should have fought Gaethje back in fucking June, not June, in like January. When was the last fight? The fight against Poirier, Gaethje?
That was like
mid last year or something, right?
No,
last year.
It was later than that because we covered it. I'm pretty sure. We covered it here on the Combat Corner.
We did. That was
July.
July.
Okay, we didn't cover it then.
So these guys, it should have been Islam versus Gaethje at one of the first 3 pay-per-views before UFC 300 happened.
Yes.
Should have definitely been. But obviously something's up with Islam. Maybe he was injured or something and he couldn't. But he's a champ that wants 2 fights in a year. And then it was obviously Ramadan. He couldn't make 300.
This will be
been Gaethje.
his first defense at lightweight.
Against lightweight, yeah.
Yeah, against the lightweight.
I liked how Holloway called that out. And that's something that I wanted to mention. Holloway's now ranked number 9.
Stupid.
And Gaethje's still ranked number 2.
It doesn't make sense.
No. It should just be Holloway replaces Gaethje at number 2.
Like it happens every other time.
Yeah.
He came up from a different weight class, so he
got lucky.
What?
Yeah, Max got lucky over 25 minutes of time. Do you see that person commented on our reel?
Yeah, about the nose?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, Max broke his nose. It's a fight. He kicked him in the nose and it broke.
Do you know what the other thing is? Gaethje fought the majority of his career with, what is it? Like,
it's broken something.
Yeah, his nose wasn't working half the time anyway.
So, I saw that and I was like, I get what you're saying. You're trying to say, like, he was compromised. And it's like, yes, he was compromised because Max kicked him in the head.
Yeah.
Or jabbed it. I can't remember. I think it was
a spinning kick.
Spinning kick. Like, what, do you want Max just not to throw that kick? Like,
no, what I think he's saying is that if Max hadn't have broken his nose,
would have been different.
It would have been different.
But
the
first round was the same as the last 4 rounds. The first round wasn't close. Max dominated.
What I'm saying is sure, if Max didn't break his nose, the fight may have played out differently.
But he did.
Yeah, exactly. I'm backing your point up. Like,
he kicked him in the face. Like, again, like, should it be illegal for Max to do that? Because it's going to affect, I understand what he was saying.
We shouldn't have any sort of conflict in a fight that
could injure someone.
And prevent them from winning the fight, because everyone needs to win the fight.
Everyone needs to be able to win.
Yeah.
You've got to give Justin the chance to win at least.
Yeah.
So don't break his nose.
Yeah, everyone was counting Justin Gaethje out of this fight. They said he's going to be too small for his own weight class. He's not going to have the power. Max is going to be the first guy to knock Justin Gaethje down. That's what everyone was saying. They were also...
You about Max.
No, that was everyone saying that about Max.
Yeah, apart from me.
Whatever. Yeah, okay.
In all honesty, I did initially say
you did.
I thought Max was going to get finished, but I changed my tune because I did a little bit of digging, a little bit of research.
I just want to check this.
But Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier is the fight we're talking about.
I think Zach just listened to the last episode.
Oh, did he really?
This will be funny because he'll be listening to this one too. Where he just texts me, ha 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 ha.
Oh.
Just out of the blue.
He messaged me the other day and he said, he was like, it's really funny. I was like, thanks. It actually means a lot because,
He what?
Zach, he said, he messaged me and he was like, it's really funny. My workmate had to ask, I had to explain to my workmate why I was laughing. He must have just been like doing work, and his workmate's like, "What are you laughing at?" He's
It
listening.
would have been Mike.
Mm.
His workmate Mike.
Does Mike listen? Zach, put Mike on. We could do with another listener. Put Mike on the phone.
Yeah, Zach, put Mike on.
Jack
G'day,
also
Mike.
said he sits there waiting for us to post, and if we post a bit late, he's like, why are these fuckers not posting to Spotify?
Mm.
And he sometimes has to message me because I've forgotten. But cheers, guys. We bring up Jack and Zach a lot, and we do appreciate you guys a lot.
It would be nice to bring up some other people.
Yeah, Mark. He listens sometimes, I believe.
Thanks, Mark.
Cheers, Mark.
Right.
Other than that, Liam,
Islam Poirier. Besides the fact that this fight shouldn't exist in the first place, do you know what this is? This is Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto Vera. That's what this is.
Yeah, yeah. But saying that, I'm pretty hyped for it, nonetheless.
Yeah,
I'm not pissed off about it. It's just that I'm pretty sure that the whole like feeling about this fight is pretty much the same from everyone. It's like, yes, it shouldn't be happening, but I'm not fussed. You know, there's no one else for him to fight. I really want him to fight.
I can see Poirier dipping after this if he loses.
Yeah, I think he should. What's the point? What's the point? And you know, this is definitely his last fight for the title.
Unless he wins,
for sure. If you,
sorry, yeah.
If he wins, then yeah, do it. Well, even if he wins, retire.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Don't give him a chance to beat him again.
Oh yeah, because this
walk
time
off
get the
to the
rematch,
sunset.
won't he?
Yeah, Dustin. If you win, especially retire, or fight Conor McGregor.
Yeah, McGregor
Honestly,
beats Chandler at 170,
if he beats,
and then instantly gets a shot at the lightweight title.
You know they're going to do that. 100%. That is so. If Islam wins, I think, and if Islam wins and Conor wins, Conor will probably fight Max next. If Dustin wins and Conor wins, he's definitely going to fight Dustin next. You know? And then if Conor wins against Dustin, he can fight Max for the BMF and the lightweight belt. If Max has already gone down to fight the
Is
featherweight
Conor
belt.
going to be able to make lightweight again?
Probably not.
He's big.
He's big. They'll just do the lightweight title at 170.
He's big. He's like our friend. Oh, me.
He's a big man. But look, I reckon they should just get rid of weight cutting. Just let him weigh whatever they want for the lightweight belt. Who cares?
The lightweight belt shouldn't even be a weight class. It's just someone who can't drink.
It's just the
very
name
much.
of a belt.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Dustin can win. He's got amazing boxing, but I think if Dustin was going to win a belt, he would have won one by now. And
Islam's submission game isn't as strong as what Khabib's was, in my opinion. He's more of a ground and pounder.
Yeah.
He does have very nice Kimuras and those kind of movements. We saw
Great
those
pressure wrestling.
Yeah, but can he do to Dustin Poirier what Khabib did? I don't think so.
Can he do to Dustin what he did to Dan Hooker?
Sorry. Oh yeah. Or Bobby
Green.
Yeah.
Or
I don't
a
think
few
so.
others. He's taken a while to
Well, both
finish
of those
some
guys are
you know?
primarily strikers, and Dustin Poirier has shown that he can.
Oh, he's much
can
better
hang on the
much
ground.
better on the ground than both those guys. But you know, he struggled against Volk. Obviously came back and KO'd him on 12 days' notice. They posted that, the UFC did, just the other day or today. They fucking posted that on Instagram, and I had to watch that today. So that sucked.
You okay?
No, ruined my day. I've been pissed. But Islam, look, yeah, he's probably going to submit him in the first round or the second round or whatever. Islam's got great boxing as well. Great Muay Thai, you know, much better than Khabib. And Dustin did clip Khabib, yes, but Islam's a completely different beast on the feet. He's not going to, I just don't see it.
Yeah,
I'd love
Islam's
to see it
striking
happen.
is way better than Khabib's was.
Levels ahead. I would absolutely love to see Dustin win. Oh, I would. But it's not going to happen. I'm calling a second round either ground and pound, probably a ground and pound finish or a submission, rear naked choke. Second round,
honestly
rear
reckon
naked choke.
Islam's going to go out there and make a first round statement out of him. Out of the Louisiana swamp trash.
Do we see him pull guillotine again?
Who? Dustin Poirier? Probably.
Probably. He can't help himself, and that's going to be his downfall. He's going to pull guillotine.
He's going to pull a gilly.
Islam's going to take his back and submit him in the second round.
And smash his ass.
Maybe even in the first. You could be
He's
right.
going to take his back and smash his
Going
ass.
to do him.
She's gonna bugger him in the ass.
Fuck him. Dirty style. Yeah. But yeah, what is that? What you're thinking as well?
Yeah.
More news.
More news.
More news. So
The return of the Notorious.
the return of the Mac. Yeah. You'll do fucking nothing.
Can I just say 302? Then wait, is 302 in June as well? Yeah, it's at the start of June, isn't it? And
It
this
is.
is at the end of June, and then we've got that fight night in the middle of June. June is a big month.
June's huge. June is huge.
Wow, wee wow.
That's
all
the
I'm gonna
only
say.
fight on the card. It is at welterweight, which is shit.
That's
I don't
what
like
I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah. But we
Michael
know
Chandler,
why they're doing
you know
it.
that guy who fights at welterweight, Michael Chandler. You know that guy who fights at welterweight.
Yeah, that welterweight guy.
Michael
Is it
Chandler,
Cowboy Cerrone as
that
well?
welterweight guy. Why does it say he's number 7?
He is
He's
at
not
lightweight.
number 7 ranked.
Not at welterweight.
No.
Not at welterweight.
What a dumb.
Look, think about when was the last time Conor McGregor won a fight? He was at welterweight. And that's all I'm saying.
Isn't he unbeaten at welterweight? Oh no, he lost
No,
to
he
Nate,
lost
didn't he?
to Nathan. But
Nathan.
it is annoying
Nathan.
because like these guys don't want to be fighting for a belt at 170. They want to be fighting for a belt at 155.
Well, Conor would probably want to be fighting for a belt at 185 by the looks of him.
185.
Yeah.
And the
do what
weight?
you're told.
185.
You'll do what you're told.
Do what you're told.
What do you see happening here, Kobe?
I honestly don't have a clue at this moment. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great build up. It's going to be, you know, I hope they put Colby Covington versus Ian Gary as the co-main.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That would be great.
Can I just do it one more time? Oh.
That would be the perfect co-main.
Yeah.
Do it
because
5 rounds as well. You know, why not?
Oh,
I don't think Ian would want 5
welterweight
rounds.
fight.
But yeah, exactly. And you could have in the press conference Connor and Ian on one side, Gary and Chandler on the other side. Oh, nut. Chuck a few more fights on here, you know.
You just said
Yeah,
Connor
right.
and Ian on one side and Chandler and Gary on the other side.
I swear I've got CTE. Connor and Ian on one, Chandler and Colby on the other, and yeah, you're having a good time.
Mm.
So I really hope they do that. I think that they probably will. I really think that that's what they're going to do, to be honest. But I'm thinking Conor McGregor's going to get the win. I'm being completely deluded, probably, because he's been out of the cage and doing so many drugs and drinking so much and just doing
Yeah,
everything.
I was on the piss with him last week.
Is he in shape?
Nah.
Or is he beefing up a little bit?
Nah, he's beefing up big time. Not like to my level, you know. He looked at me and he's like, "You're big. You're doing
You're a big
things.
man.
You're
You're
really,
a really big man.
you really put on the pounds."
You've stacked it up, Jackson.
You've
You need
stacked
to
it
lose a
on.
bit of weight.
No, he didn't
Yeah.
say that.
Little Lucky Charms. You've been eating too many Lucky Charms. And then Ian Gary was just sat there.
Michael Chandler,
Okay.
that guy from welterweight. You know that guy, Michael Chandler, who welterweight guy, Chandler welterweight,
Bless. He's
welterweight,
blessed.
Chandler weight, welter Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Who do you think's going to win?
Michael Chandler
By?
by backflip.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Chandler by second round backflip. I think that's how he's going to win.
In all honesty, I can see Conor getting finished for sure. But then at the same time, Michael
At the same
Chandler
time.
has terrible fight IQ. We all know this.
He does.
But he landed big bombs against Gaethje. Landed big bombs against Poirier.
But this
He
is
even dropped
this,
Charles.
This
He
is under
dropped
different
Hooker.
lights.
It is under different lights, but he's a performer. You know, you'd like to think that Iron Mike, can keep it up, keep it hard, while performing. I don't know. What?
You're just talking penis
I'm
now.
talking cock, and I don't know. Don't know what's going to happen. I honestly, yeah. I for some reason I think Conor's going to do it. Chandler's also been out for 2 years now. You've got to think.
16 months.
16 months. Connor's been out for 3 years, coming back
Is it
off a
3
nasty
years?
leg break. It is, yeah, I think so.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty confident in that.
Didn't we watch that at our flat at the time?
No, I think you came around to my parents' house and watched it with me.
Oh, yeah, because O'Malley was on the undercard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hello.
Just want to see his previous fights. Sorry, guys, we're just looking at the screen. And we're gonna July 10th, 2021.
Crazy.
Yeah, long time ago. So it will be essentially.
Was that the one that he broke his leg though? Because I feel like I may have watched. No, sorry.
Wait, it wasn't.
Was the one that I watched at your parents' place the one where he got knocked out?
I think so. Oh no, I thought it was the leg break one. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know.
Pull up UFC 2. What was that?
The one before it was January
6-4.
Yeah, January 264 and 257. Sean O'Malley, Chris Moutinho, Tuivasa, Greg Hardy, Burns,
That's right.
Thompson. So yeah, don't know what's going to happen. Honestly,
sorry guys, I'm a bit tired.
I'm excited. Oh, it's because of the lack of caffeine.
There's no caffeine in the peach.
It's been good. Should we review it?
Yeah.
Should we talk about it? Is there anything else you wanted to have a wee squiz over in the conversation?
Yes.
There was?
There was.
What if I just look up you?
I'm trying to remember now. Trying to remember the terminology.
Is Pereira going to fight at UFC 301 as well?
Do you know what a slicker pack is?
No. I have no
You've
idea.
never heard the term slicker pack.
No.
See, my boss today said, hey, can you pop out and get me 4 slicker packs?
What's that?
Exactly.
Did you get it?
No.
What is it? Did you ask?
It's ice blocks, like those bricks that you put in the freezer. I'd never heard.
Oh, the blue thing.
Yeah, I'd never heard of slicker pack.
Slicker pack. Which one?
Yeah, she's like, get me some slicker packs. I'm like, what kind of fucking metaphor is that? Like, what do you? No, slicker pads.
Slicker pads.
Slicker pads.
Silica pads.
No.
Silica pads.
No, it's slicker. Apparently, it's New Zealand slang.
Like these?
No. SLI. No, you're spelling it wrong.
Oh, right. Because I'm thinking of silica.
You are.
Yeah. So it's not silica.
No,
what
it's
is
slicker. SLICKA. Pads. Huh? It's New Zealand slang.
I've never heard that in my life.
Neither. I feel like it must have been.
It's like the thing you put ice in.
No, that is a silicone licking pad.
Yeah, but I can't see any of it here.
Yeah,
just silica pads.
Go back up. Go back. Yep, there you go.
There's this weird Wikipedia.
Slicker pad.
An ice pack that
can be cooled in the freezer and then used in a chili bin.
That's another one. Chili bin.
That was all.
All right.
That's all I wanted to discuss.
Do we think that Alex Pereira is going to be fighting at UFC 301? I don't think it's looking good for it.
No, his toe was broken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No, I didn't know
Did you not? Oh, my God. No, he broke his toe 2 weeks before the fight against Joe Mahal. And he thought, you know what? I'm not.
Ooh.
Yeah. He just decided he's not going to pull out because
he's a beast.
He's a
That's
beast.
probably why he stopped talking about fighting at 301 because he hasn't been bringing it up.
No.
So
he did bring it up in his post-fight press conference, to be fair.
Did he?
But he brought it up about fighting at heavyweight. And I don't think they're going to book him versus Aspinall on like 4 weeks' notice.
But I want Adesanya to move up.
Why?
No, I don't.
I think he would murder Adesanya nowadays, especially at
light heavyweight. Yeah, I mean the guy is bigger than Izzy. He is bigger than like all of the middleweights, but he looked so much bigger than fucking Hill.
Yeah, well,
Hill just had the belly.
I'm pretty sure he was weighing like 230 pounds
on the night. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even more. Like honestly,
I'm pretty sure it was something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what he weighed just under 220 pounds in the cage when he was fighting at middleweight.
It's nuts. Like even his head looked like twice the size of Hill's. He'll like look like he had a pinhead.
You got to remember though, Alex Pereira's head is made of stone.
True, but it was shocking to see. I don't want to see him against Izzy again.
I
Because
want to see him at
Izzy is half
heavyweight.
the size of him. Yeah, I want to see him
He
fight
will
Tom.
be the first triple champ in UFC history.
I want to see him fight Tom Aspinall.
Triple C.
I don't know whether he can beat Tom. I really don't. But that's yet to be seen. I want to see it happen. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to see him versus Tom before Tom gets a shot at the belt.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do think that Tom
deserves
deserves
it.
that.
But Tom wants to fight.
Will
Look, mate, I want to fight.
Pereira get booked against Ankalaev? That's the next question.
Uncle, I have. No. I'm just wanting to.
There he is.
Ah, there he is. Yeah. There he is.
There he is.
I hope he does. I really hope he does. But it seems like time's ticking, and this fight card, it's in 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, it's not. No, he's not going to fight Ankalaev on that. He might fight Ankalaev on something towards the end of the year.
3 or 5, 3 or 6, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that happening.
I could see him fighting once more before the end of the year, and then maybe
Looking to move up.
if he was going to move to heavyweight, vacate the belt and give it a good 8 months to a year.
To gain some size.
Yeah, take it. He's never fought at heavyweight before. He's fought most of his career at middleweight and light heavyweight, possibly even welterweight in his earlier days in kickboxing. Possibly, I don't know about. I could be wrong on that.
Don't think so,
But if you look back at his early kickboxing career, he was skinny. He was
so a cool guy.
Take some time, put on the weight, focus on your grappling and your jiu-jitsu defense, because this guy, every time he steps into the cage, he looks less and less worried about people taking him down.
He got his black belt in the weekend.
That fight against
I don't
Jamal,
know why, but
he didn't even look scared at all. He was just walking him down. Whereas we've seen it, especially against Jan, we saw him quite tentative about moving forward. He took things a bit slower. Even against Yuri, to an extent, he was a bit.
Would like to see someone take him down. Try to take him down. Like have a game plan of I'm going to take this motherfucker down over and over again.
What do you think Uncle Ives going to do?
Exactly. I really do want to see that. But Uncle Ive had trouble against Jan Blachowicz doing that. So let's
Fanta
review our
Peach.
drink. Fanta Peach. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
It's all right. Wasn't as good as normal Fanta, I don't think.
Oh no.
I'd like to put it around. Honestly, probably again, it's gonna have to go around middle of the range, above hemp.
Above hemp.
Oh yeah, I way preferred this to hemp for sure.
I love hemp, man.
You love hemp?
Yeah.
I love how it just says hemp.
Yeah.
It's not like hemp drink, or
Just hemp.
hemp energy, hemp.
Hemp.
So I'd put it above hemp. Where are you thinking? You're thinking way down.
I was thinking between aloe vera and Chubba Chub grape. So maybe if we put it above Dr. Pepper and below hemp.
All right, sounds good, mate. I was thinking about that too.
Bloody
Right, guys. Well, we've been Combat Corner. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have,
There's a little thumbs up button. You can even like our little thing on Spotify as well if
That'd
you're
be
listening
great,
on Spotify. But yeah, if this is on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, give us some ideas about what we should drink.
that would be great. Still yet to have any of those.
Yeah.
We do have another episode of the tier lists coming out tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy that. If not, I guess we'll see them on
Tuesday to review what has not happened over the weekend, because there's no card and
We're going to have to see what happens.
we're going to have to follow the news quite closely and figure something out.
We will.
Maybe we'll talk about Alex Pereira's toe.
We could do. It looks pretty fucked up.
I like toes.
I know you do.
Goodbye.
I know you do. Right, catch you guys.